What's up guys? Welcome in this new video. So in today's video I want to talk about a key concept in trading. I want to talk about a mindset that you must have to simply be profitable. I mean, there's no other option, there's no other way around it. You have to not be cheap with yourself and with your trading. You have to not be a cheap motherfucker who doesn't want to invest his money into his trading or in himself. Right? So most people, when they get into trading, they don't want to buy, for example, a course. They don't want to pay for mentorship. They don't want to buy a book. They don't want to, pay for a good trading platform. They don't want any of those things because they're so cheap with themselves and with their trading. But realize that if you're cheap with those things, you will get cheap results. Right? So, you must change that mindset in order to simply become more aware of what you really need in order to succeed in trading. Now, does that mean that you need to pay thousands and thousands for seminars and bullshit education most of the time that people give, on the internet? Or does that mean that you need to pay tremendous amount of money for a very sophisticated trading platform? No. It does not mean that. You need at the same time to understand that you must place your money at the right place with the right people, right? So just because someone has a cool car on Instagram or just because someone has a nice watch on Instagram does not mean that this person is actually a trader. It does not mean that this person can actually help you to improve your trading. Maybe that person made a lot of money, but it doesn't mean that it made money from trading, right? It could have been from selling courses, right? And that's the situation that most of these mentors are in, right? Like they sell you a course because they live from that course. They have to sell you a course. And what's funny is that most people who follow me, the people who watch my YouTube videos and who follow me on Instagram, a lot of them actually don't even know that I have a course that I teach people how to trade. They don't even know that I do this simply because I don't promote it that much. I mean, sometimes I'll talk about it, but it's nothing excessive. Like I don't feel the need of promoting it simply because I don't make that much money from it, and that's not my goal. Like my goal when I started teaching was simply to help people become better in their trading and just share with them what I've learned and hopefully to see them becoming successful as well. And I do believe that the course is very effective. We have amazing students, amazing results as well. So I'm really happy with this, but at the same time my goal is not to have the biggest amount of students, right? Or to make the most out of it. I just created the course for the people who want to learn, and for those, of the people that want to learn, they just come to me and we work together, right? But I don't feel the need of mentioning it all the time and promoting it and all of that. And I think that most people do this. So anyway, I'm kind of off topic. So let me come back to what I was talking about. Don't be cheap, guys. Do not be cheap. Whether it's in a course or a seminar or a book or a trading platform or a broker, right? Just saving money for your account, whatever it is, you have to not be cheap with yourself and with your trading. If you really want to succeed in trading, if you really want to make it big in this industry, you need to treat it like a business. I mean, trading is a business at the end of the day, right? So if you treat it like a business, it will pay like a business. But if you treat it like a hobby or like a game, it will pay like a hobby or a game, right? It will not pay a lot. So it really comes down to how serious you are about your trading, and most people are just not that serious. They don't take it that seriously because they don't see the potential of trading, right? They don't understand what they can achieve with trading. They are not that motivated, and therefore where they don't take it very seriously. And that's a big problem with most people out there who try trading. They simply don't take it seriously. They think that it's easy, right? They think that, oh, if you learn this concept and this idea and this trend line and this fib, everything will work out. I will be a profitable trader. Wow, so nice. Right? That's what most people believe. That's their conception of trading. They think that it's easy because of all the bullshit, as I said before, that is being told on the internet. Most people have the wrong conception of trading because of all those fuckers who sell the bullshit that you've seen on the internet, right? All the ads, all the, oh, you can make 1,000 per day, relax on the pool, vacation, beach, fuck all of those people. Seriously, it has to stop. I mean, I'm doing this video in the first place to really just like help you guys in the first place who want to learn how to trade, to really try to open your eyes to what you need to do and to the type of people you need to avoid, you understand? So all the ads that you see, and I don't want to make a generalization, just because someone promote his course doesn't mean that it's necessarily bullshit, but you have to be careful. You have to be careful because there's a lot of scammers. There's a lot of people who just care about your money. They don't give a shit about you. Honestly, they really don't. They just want, for you to pay for their singles or their course or whatever, right? So you have to be really careful. And so, this idea goes along with the topic of this video. So that's why I'm really trying to basically narrow what I'm saying and to really make you guys understand the true meaning of this video. So when I say don't be cheap, yes, that is true, but at the same time, don't be naive, right? Don't be stupid. Like, don't go buy like courses after courses after courses after courses, like all the ads that you see and all of that, right? So you have to not be cheap, right? So that when you actually find a good course, a good mentor, a good book, whatever, that you actually, buy that thing to learn. So that's number one. You have to not be cheap, but at the same time, you have to be smart with who you decide to trust and what type of course you decide to buy or what type of book you decide to buy. And that's another thing, right? Like most people think that, just because someone has a cool car or because someone has a trading setup or just because someone say something or just because someone looks a certain way, people will associate these things with success. But it's so not how it is, right? Put it that way. That's just not the truth of the game. A lot of people will do things just to impress you, once again, for them to try to sell you their course, right, or their book or whatever. And another thing as well, it's the I think we say the authority bias in our mind, which is, so basically, if someone has a higher authority than you, you will tend to trust them more, even if they don't have to be trusted. So for example, if someone is older than you, you will tend to trust that person more just because of the fact that he is older. But just because he's old doesn't mean that he's a good trader, right? Or to give you another example, just because someone has a following on social media, a bigger following on social media than another person, you will tend to trust that person more, because he seems more real. You tell yourself, oh, if a lot of people follow this guy, he must be real, he must be a good trader, right? And all of those things are not true. I mean, I've seen people with 200 followers who were amazing traders. I've seen people not even on Instagram that are amazing traders. My own mentors, they are not on social media. They don't care about that stuff. They are at the bank trading, right? They're at the bank making money. They're not on social media. So, you need to question the stuff. You need to be smart about it, So it's a whole balance between not being cheap, but at the same time being smart with where you decide to put your money. And to give you another example as well, just because something is written in a book doesn't mean that it's true, right? Just because something is written in a book doesn't mean that it's true. Come on, guys. Once again, you need to think about things, right? You need to go deep. You need to, just have a common sense. You need to be smart about stuff. I don't even know how to really phrase it, but that's how it is. You need to think a little deeper than the average person, right? Just because it's written in a book does not mean that it's true. Right? Just because it's written in a book doesn't mean that it's a good way to learn how to trade. You need to question the things you see on the internet. You need to question all the information that you receive and try to basically, just see which one is actually good and which one is not. That's really important, guys. You need to do this. You need to do your research. You need to have a critical thinking. You need to have a scientific mindset in order to succeed in trading, because there's so much information on the internet. There's so many people who will tell you different things. There's so many courses, so many singles, so many Instagram guru, right? There's so much that you need to learn how to take only the good information and remove all the rest. You need to basically classify the information, what is good, what is not good, and then you only take what is good. But you need to have this critical mindset where you understand the important balance between not being cheap, so investing in yourself when it's needed, but also not being a dummy and buying all the shit you see on the internet thinking that you will become a millionaire in 3 months, right? That's it. That's it. I think I said everything I wanted to say in this video. I didn't plan to go in all these directions, but well, I did. So, as you guys probably realized, I just spoke with my heart in this video, and I just wanted to, do this. Hopefully it will help you guys. Honestly, like, I don't even know if it will help you guys or if it makes sense or whatever. I just wanted to share that with you guys. I wanted to keep it real, and just try to open your eyes. And hopefully, if this video like helps at least one person to not buy this shitty course or to not buy this shitty book or not grab all the information or not believe that you will be a millionaire in 3 months. If this video actually helped at least one person to do this, I will be very happy. That was the goal of it. So don't be cheap and don't be stupid.